Hi, my name is Lei. I go by Mahiwaga Lei, and I'm doing an intuitive reading for a client, Melissa, today. Super excited. We're going to see what comes up from Spirit. Hi, Melissa. I'm so excited to read for you. I'm going to be doing some open general messages for today. Are you ready for us to start with this and see what comes up from Spirit?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So I feel like what Spirit is wanting to bring up for you today is they're bringing up the theme of like platonic relationships. And they're focusing a lot on your middle school years. They're giving me like maybe 12 at the earliest, maybe like 14. But it feels like it was kind of a transition for you there. They're giving me the words like socially awkward, and they're showing me like all this stuff. It's very like hot topic, sort of like vibes. I don't know if that was like your aesthetic back then, but it very much gives me like almost like an emo phase, and just I see like maybe a young version of you looking like a little bit almost like uncomfortable. And they're showing me kind of like, you know, like the MySpace era and like with the side bangs and just totally like in that kind of zone of life. And it's like what they're showing me too is they're showing me a little bit of maybe even like physical like body consciousness. I'm seeing someone when they're like stiff with their body, or they're trying to almost like suck in their body a little bit, or just feeling a little bit uncomfortable. And Spirit is saying that there's some residual stuff from, I think, that era. And I think of the time in your childhood leading up to that. So especially like before 10 years old, the words that they're giving me are freedom. And they're showing me the Fool card. And it feels like back then, like they're giving me the feeling of like the word innocence, and that there was just a lot more playfulness for you. I think a little bit more creativity as well, even if it was like in a low key sort of like mode of like liking drawing or things like that. And it just feels like being in that state of mind is very restful for you. And it just feels like that short 2 to 3 year phase of like puberty, like maybe your teenage years, feels like that was almost even like a little bit harrowing for you, like very uncomfortable. And it's just like they're showing me you now in this phase of life, and I still see like a little bit of the stiffness. I mean, you know, it's super relatable, I'm sure, for like a lot of people, and they're just giving you this advice of really tapping in and remembering your childhood years. It does feel like you probably do have the tendency to be introverted anyway, which they're saying is fine. It's not like you have to completely like change your demeanor, completely be super outgoing and just do a total 180, but they want you to relax more and to really have a lot of like forgiveness and compassion for the parts of yourself that did feel awkward, if you ever do feel awkward now. But you have such a light to, I feel like, your smile and like your gregariousness, and it just takes some tapping into that freedom that you had when you were like from 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10, and especially they're actually bringing up something. I don't know if you have a brother or if there's someone like a little bit masculine, maybe younger, but it feels like there's someone like that in your life that you care for. And it brings out a lot of sweetness and affection in your heart. And this is something that really like makes your energy just glow a lot. And it feels like platonic or like a family member. So they're giving you all these different ways to like move forward and to heal and to kind of restore your vitality now, so that you feel a lot more relaxed, a lot more refreshed, especially when it comes to platonic relationships. I think even in work and career, it feels like there's a little bit of self-consciousness there as well. So if that makes sense to you, they're just really advocating for you to remember all that medicine and to kind of temper your emotions and stay kind of level-headed and to like keep your composure when it comes to being at work. So I want to check in with you to see, because I've been talking for a while, I want to see if you have any like questions about what I said. If you know who they're talking about, or if you just want to add any like details, because I brought up, you know,
a lot of
I brought up a little bit.
Yeah.
So feel free to like chime in at this point.
Definitely when it comes to like middle school years, I was more of that like emo phase.
Were you?
Like, yes.
I didn't know if it was literal or figurative.
Literally went through that. I was more like, I don't know, going out late and like not coming back home. It was just like very weird transition for me. I was going through stuff at home too, so it was like I was like just expressing myself like creatively, socially awkward, definitely, introverted. That's always been me. You mentioned like a younger like masculine energy. That's my brother.
You do have a brother.
I have two brothers.
You have two brothers. Okay,
but one is younger.
One is younger. Okay.
He's 11.
Yeah.
So he is, just like, whenever I see him, he brings so much joy because it is like a younger generation, but also like I see how my parents are with him.
Yeah.
He's like, we have such a huge age gap. So like when I see him now, it's so nice to like know and understand that he's like growing up differently than I am. So that I think that brings up a lot of joy. Within my work life, I think I do like have to like get out of this like stuck position.
Yeah, it feels stuck. Something about the environment, because they keep showing me this tarot card, which is the Eight of Swords, and just feeling like maybe you've limited agency. I don't know if it's like limited options, but just feeling confined at work. And so they're wanting you to just kind of keep your emotions at a level state is what they're saying about it. And I think just remembering these little things that like give you joy are going to help you a lot at work. I do feel like within work, you're going to have some kind of, they're giving me the words like reputable and position and I don't know if it's transition, but there's going to be some kind of activation for work as soon as I would say next year, as soon as like 1 to 2 years from now, but within that time, maybe even up to like a couple years after that, there's going to be some momentum there. For now, I feel like this year it's likely to stay kind of like the same, but they're saying it's fine. Bear with it for now. Keep your emotions level. They are preparing you for some kind of activity, and I do think you'll get a heads up about what that is next year, potentially first half of the year for work. And I do think it should likely be positive. So if you're looking for a little bit of the loosening of that sense of confinement, I'm feeling pretty confident that that is what is going to come up then. So I'm really excited for you. And they gave you such clear medicine. I'm really happy that you literally have a brother, especially a younger one. So that was what I felt. And I saw you smile like, kind of as soon as I said that, and I said like, there's someone like that that brings you a lot of joy. So remembering that feeling, you know, just calling on that and your capacity to love in that way and to feel such happiness is what's going to help you like at any moment when you're already feeling like stiff, self-confident or self-conscious, and when you need that little boost. So yeah, I feel like those were the initial messages from Spirit today. Did you have any questions that you wanted to ask or anything about that you wanted me to clarify?
No.
No?
No, I think I was a little more curious about my work situation.
Do you want to know a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll wrap on that and then that'll be the ending. So I sent someone that I do feel like, at first I was going to say maybe they're a boss, but I think they're more so like a peer potentially. But it's someone who I honestly feel, I hope I'm reading this correctly. I don't know if they're a little bit vindictive, but there's someone who has like a little bit negative, challenging energy in the workplace. I think they're roughly of your generation. I don't think it's someone a lot older or a lot younger, but they're giving me very clear advice for you. They gave me the words, mind your business, and they gave me they're giving me the image of like bees and honey. I think for that phrase, like mind your beeswax, about you basically, and kind of like minding your boundaries in regard to that person.
A bee.
Oh, do you have a bee tattoo? Oh, that's so cute. So maybe that has some extra resonance for you as well. But that's their advice for you there in regards to navigating the work environment. Because I think hopefully, if you need more clues, I can ask more on who that is. But if you thought of someone right away, someone who's a little bit challenging. Again, I don't know that they're your supervisor. If they're a supervisor for you, they're probably like not a lot older. But it just feels like you can kind of keep your mouth shut a little bit and not give them fuel, because it's someone who has like their own issues. And sometimes there's like some prickliness in working with them when it comes to like figuring out logistics, but they're saying like this is going to be very minor for you. It's manageable. They're just wanting you to hold on for like the rest of the year. And I do think sometime within next year, maybe even the first few months of the year, like 3 to 4 months, you should get wind of something that may feel like a new opportunity. I would not be surprised too if it's within like the same field, but like same company, even something related. I don't think it's going to be like a 180.
Oh, good.
Does that help? Do you need any clues as to who it is, or do you feel like you have a gut feeling?
I do have a gut feeling.
Okay,
who it is.
She's like, she knows who the challenging person is at work. So that's her advice for you. It's not a big deal. When they show me like how grave it is or how severe, it's like very minor and manageable.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, that's her last little bit of advice. And aside from that, I don't feel like they have anything more to say to you about work. So I think hopefully hopefully things will stay fine, that you'll handle everything, and that next year you'll get an opportunity. And then in the meantime, just keep working on clearing and releasing any of that stuff from like middle school. If you ever want to reflect on that and meditate and just see what residual feelings come up, if you want to send love to that version of yourself, this will help you feel a lot more integrated.
Definitely,
I'm
a lot of healing.
Yes, so I'm super excited for you. I'm wishing you the best of luck with all of your healing. Feel free to always just like check in with me and let me know if you have questions. But Melissa, it was such a pleasure reading for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're so welcome. So we just finished up the reading for Melissa. Thank you all so much for watching. For those who don't know, I am an intuitive medium. I do dream interpretation and astrology and energy healing. Anybody who wants to know more about those topics, if you want to know more about tapping into your intuition, if you want to book any services, or if you want to learn more about energy healing as well, you can find me at Mahiwagale at Instagram, and that is the URL for my website as well. I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you.